What's up, outsiders? Jim Casey here. It is another beautiful day on the farm, and we are going to review a product today that should be in everyone's go bag, bug out bag, survival preparedness kit, first aid kit, and glove box, and that's a fire starter. And I'm not talking about a lighter that can leak fuel or fail, or matches that are susceptible to the weather. I'm talking about a ferro rod. So today we are going to review the Prepared4X survival torch fire starter. All right, the torch comes in a hemp pouch. And when you get it out, you can see that it's got a few different parts. It's got a 3-foot wax-infused hemp rope that's going to serve as its wick. It's got a 6-inch piece of aluminum housing. It's got a 6-inch ferro rod, and it's got a 6-inch steel striker. It retails for $24.99. For a product that touts itself as being water resistant, wind resistant, and weather resistant, we picked the perfect day to test it out because we are getting some 20-mile-an-hour winds, and we got a pond back over there so we can dump it in the drink and see how it holds up. Let me show you how to light this survival torch because it's a little bit different than your normal ferro rod. What you're going to want to do is pull this wick out about 1 inch. Then you're going to use the teeth on the end of your striker and your fingers to fray this so it acts as its own tinder, which is going to take about 30 seconds or so. And once you get done fraying it, you just bend it back up towards the ferro rod. All right, I wasn't kidding. This wind is really howling. We're getting some 20-mile-an-hour gusts. So let's see if we can get this thing started. All right, it took me 3 or 4 strikes to get it started, but it is going. And you can use the end of your striker to fan the wick, and you can feed it through here to control the length of it. And it's holding strong. And I know for sure that a match wouldn't be doing this and a lighter would be struggling. Our flame is going strong. We've got 3 hours of burn on this thing, but we're gonna put it to use right now. I'm gonna light our bonfire, and I'm gonna get our lantern lit and try and get a candle going. This product is definitely passing the wind test. I mean, it took the candle longer to get lit than the actual ferro rod. And here's another thing that I really like about this product. You could use this to boil water if you didn't have a fuel source. And this hasn't blown out yet since we lit it. We used it to light our fire, our lantern, our candle. Another thing that's impressive to me about this product is this aluminum housing is not hot. And I've had this lit for about 10 minutes now. It's a pretty impressive tool when you think about a ferro rod and having to build a tinder bundle. This thing has a ready-made tinder bundle, really, a wick. And this is how you extinguish it. You just pull the rope into the aluminum housing. It's an innovative design, and I haven't seen another product like it. We survived the wind test with flying colors. Let's see how we do with the water test. All right, let's dry this off and see if we can get it lit. I'm gonna cut the end off, fray it, and we're gonna see if it lights. It's still a little wet, but that wax really protected it while I was in the water for a little while. All right, here we go. That was the first strike after the water test. This thing's pretty amazing. We bought this product because we thought it would be fun to review, but after reviewing it, I absolutely love it. So let's think about this product in terms of usability, portability, and value. Usability. I have never used a ferro rod that was easier to strike. I think a youngster could do this. I think a seasoned outdoorsman could use this. It's just really easy to strike. And a lot of that to me has to do with the fact that it's a 6-inch ferro rod as opposed to a 2 or 3-inch. You saw us put it to the test with the wind. And I'm not kidding, we were getting gusts over 20 miles an hour today, and this thing did not fail. And then we dropped it in the pond. Now, it was touted as water resistant. Well, I may go ahead and give it a waterproof approval. It lit on first strike after coming out of the drink. And to me, that's just remarkable. I've built a lot of fires outside when it's really cold, and using matches or a lighter with gloves on is near impossible. But with this ferro starter, no problem. I give this fire starter 5 out of 5 stars on usability. Moving on to portability. It comes in at just over half a pound, about 6 inches long. When you compare this to a fireplace starter, you can see that it's about 3 or 4 inches shorter, so it's very packable. Also, it's not going to leak fuel on you. On portability, I give it 4 out of 5 stars, and the only reason it drops down to 4 is it comes in a little hefty when you're doing an overnight backpacking trip where every ounce matters. In terms of value, we found this online for $24.99. The replacement wicks you can find for $9.99, and we think it's worth every penny. In terms of value, we give this 5 out of 5 stars. Hope you guys enjoyed the review today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That's a wrap.